Hello, everybody. Lex here. Welcome back. Today we're going to be watching Scary Cop, but excuse me, I almost died today from eating my food. I had some chili fries and I almost choked to death with one of them. So my throat's a little still screwed up from it. No, stop. How dare you?
We see someone.
No, stop. Today we're watching Scary Comp V1. We're going to start from the very beginning. There's a playlist that has them all in order. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch them all. Every single one in order. That's what I want to do. I'm a little confused why there's 2020, 2021, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, Creepy Comp V1. Didn't this one came out before?
Here's what someone found at an Airbnb they were
5
staying
years.
at, which according to the owner of the home was empty.
Oh, you know what? I've seen this one. Excuse me. I've seen this one. I remember this one. The weird chanting noise. That's for a different video. We're going to start with
In
one.
the following video.
So, last video I did of this actually did a lot better than I thought it would. So, I got 220 views. I wasn't expecting to get that many on this. So, a lot of you guys a bit of you guys seem to like it. So, we're going to start here. We're going to watch V1 and V2. So, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Yes! Let's do it!
Video, we see someone recording the inside of their house.
I got my food, I got my drink, so excuse me for the pauses as well. I will be pausing if something catches my eye. And I have food, so if you guys hear me munching, I am sorry about that. But yeah, let's get into it.
Then, the person recording says that she hears something outside. Immediately after saying this, the following happens.
Your window. What is that, bro? Dad! Dad!
What was what?
Outside.
I didn't see anything.
Immediately after saying this, the following happens.
Your window.
I don't see anything, ma'am. I don't think you're hallucinating, but I don't... Oh, wait, what? Is it this right here? No, that's just a... I don't know. I don't see anything. All right, let's just find out.
What is that, bro? Dad! 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 I think there's something attacking Shadow. Did you hear that, bro?
I didn't hear anything or see anything.
Oh my god.
Right when she came out, she heard sirens. Not much info is given on the video, but it could be that the police were searching for someone who may have been outside her house. Of course, what are your thoughts?
Here's the thing about police sirens. Where I live, I hear them every now and then. So, well, it is weird to see someone outside your house and then they're just gone when you get out there. I don't know. I wouldn't even go out there like she did. I would not. That's crazy. You're crazy for doing that. But if there's sirens going off, there's a random chance that could just be an actual emergency and they're not really looking for someone. They could be looking for someone. Or, you know, I hope you know what I mean when I'm saying this. There's a chance it could be related to that situation, but there's also a chance it could not be related to it.
Kelsey Flynn was shopping for a dress as she was chosen to be a bridesmaid for an upcoming wedding.
Cool.
She came across a store that had a really nice dress, which is the one you see in this photo. She tried it on.
I've seen this
photo
one.
to her sister, who approved it and said that it was a really pretty dress. But she also added that there was something odd about the photo. In fact, she said that it was cursed and must be deleted. Kelsey had no idea what she was talking about until she looked at the background and noticed this. Her face in the mirror doesn't match the face she made for the photo. Kelsey was in shock and at a loss for words, which is the same reaction I and others had after seeing this.
Yeah, I remember seeing this one.
What are your thoughts on this? If you've seen the movie Signs, then prepare to be triggered, because the following clip is very similar to that one scene that I'm sure everyone remembers. This photo was taken in 2010 at a Christmas concert. The parents who
What
took it
the? What is that? I never seen Signs. That's. I don't even know what that is. I don't even feel. I don't feel anything from this. I really don't.
didn't notice anything odd about it until their son pointed this out in the background. Now that's creepy. On April 3rd at 1:10 p.m., someone
I'm sorry.
that's creepy.
A ghost on my
April
birthday?
3rd at 1:10 p.m., someone received a very mysterious voicemail. The person who received it says that it was sent from France, which is weird since he lives in Canada and doesn't know anyone from there. Here's a clip of that voicemail.
You have no new messages. To listen, press 1. To mod, you have one saved message. To delete the message,
That seems fake. That seems fake to me, to be honest.
There's a trend happening right now on TikTok where people are recording themselves playing a game called Red Door, Yellow Door.
Oh my god, I've heard of this. I think I've seen this one too. I heard of this challenge. Oh my god. The memories of the why is it that I feel nostalgia from this? Oh, that was so long ago. When did this video come out? 6 years ago, I think? Yeah. Oh my god, the nostalgia for some
And
reason.
honestly, some of these videos are pretty creepy. The point of the game is to put yourself under hypnosis with the help of someone else so that you can see or visualize.
I'm sorry. That's one thing I tried it. I have never been able to put myself under hypnosis. I watched hypnosis videos before. I've never been affected by it. I am hypnosis invincible. I guess. I am hypnosis got not shit on me.
Visualize a room filled with doors. You can open any of these doors. However, you have to be careful to not open certain doors. If you open a door and you see a man in a suit behind it, you have to stop the game immediately. The same applies if you see an old lady or a room filled with clocks. Here's a video of someone playing this game, and it's pretty creepy to say the least.
Kitchen, and that's it, pretty much.
Do you hear anything?
No,
Go towards the light more.
go like more like in the center of the kitchen.
Yes.
All right, I'm in the center now. It's like now it's like neon white. I'm in a totally different room now. It's all white.
All white? Is there anyone with you?
No, wait, this dude is just all playing black man.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
It was an all plain black man? Are you serious? Are you joking?
No.
Oh my god.
What?
He was in the game.
Okay.
Are you okay?
What? No.
Oh my god.
So imagine playing this alone, unless you have control like Sherlock does. For those who don't know Sherlock, well, I don't know if the other Sherlocks. I know the Johnny Lee Miller Sherlock had control. He put himself in hypnosis in a trance when oh god, I remember it, but I can't remember at the same time. So no. Stop, go away. No one wants to hear you. Okay. Oh god, it's somewhere in season 1 of Johnny Lee Miller's oh god, where is it? Oh, you have to excuse. Okay, I'll have to check that. I can't find it. All right, whatever, it's fine. So there's a scene where it took place where he's at one of his meetings, because apparently in this version of Sherlock he was a former drug addict. He went to these classes or whatever for for not being a drug addict or whatever, to keep, you know, it's just meetings you go to if you sober up, if you want to sober up. And what happened is, oh my god, what is going on here? Stop, leave me alone. Give me 1 second. Okay, so it took me a second, but I found it. This is the scene I was talking about. I'm just gonna play it real quick.
What do you mean you put yourself in a trance?
Hypnotize myself. Simple, really. The key is word repetition. My word, as you may have guessed, is amygdala.
So you hypnotized yourself at your first group support meeting.
Couldn't listen to all those sob stories now, could I?
So this is the scene I'm talking about, how he could control and putting himself into his mind by using a word. In the same situation, doing the same thing with the game, I wonder if you'd be able to do the same thing in this situation for someone who has the ability to do that. Put themselves into a hypnosis state and then exit themselves out of a hypnosis. Holy mother of Lord, I can't speak. I'm just gonna continue. But you guys know what I mean, right? Right? I hope so. No, but really, I wonder if someone would be able to play this game if they had the actual ability to enter and exit a state of hypnosis with just their mind.
No.
Serious? Are you joking? No. Oh my god. No.
To avoid these things. Now, you could play the game and find out for yourself
Okay,
why you
hold
have
on.
to avoid.
Oh my god.
What's weird about this is that it doesn't explain why you have to avoid these things. Now, you could play the game and find out for yourself, but personally I wouldn't, mainly because I just don't want to come out feeling traumatized, which is something that most people report feeling after playing this game. In the following clip, a TikTok user took an hallucinogenic and began to see things that really creeped her out. Luckily, she was able to capture her reaction on camera.
Play a song. Play a song.
It creeps me out is, why is her eyes red? Why is her eyes like that? Is it a response from a hallucinogenic? Or is some eyes actually just reflect like that off of light? I didn't think they could. Well, it could, I don't know, maybe it could be a condition she might have that reflects off of the eyes, because I don't know if it's true, but I know you could tell if someone's diabetic or not just from looking at their eye.
Play a song. I see you. I see you. You're scaring me. Why aren't you saying anything? You're scaring me.
You can tell that she was genuinely terrified. If anything, this video serves as an example of what not to do when you're under the influence of something really strong, which is to not
That is true.
take it by yourself, especially in a dark room. Here's a video of a strange black gooey substance that someone found at a creek.
It's venom! It's venom in the flesh! I remember this video. I remember when it first went up, people were saying it's venom too. This came out like not too long after Venom did. The movie did. This video here, I think? I don't remember.
People on Twitter have likened this thing to a symbiote, or more specifically, Venom from the Marvel Universe. In actuality, this is a type of worm known as the bootlace worm, which can produce mucus that's highly toxic to its predators. It can also grow up to 180 feet long,
Oh,
which
shit.
by itself is pretty unsettling. An employee working graveyard shift is about to clock out until the following happened.
Nope. Boss.
On the bright side, this would be a perfect opportunity to ask for a promotion
It's my
or at least an
response.
early shift. This next video is a concept video or an idea of what the rapture might look like.
Isn't the rapture supposed to be when God shows up? Or what was it, Jesus? God? I can't remember which of the two. I think God's the one who's supposed to show up. Or is that supposed to be like the end of the world? Yeah, Jesus Christ returns to snatch away. Well, I don't really trust AI review. Let me see. Aha, Reddit. Totally trusty. I think you could trust Reddit more than AI, but I don't know. The rapture in a hold on. Actually, I have an idea. Okay, well, it's gone now. How dare you insult me like this? The rapture is the strictest sense. Any idea that when Jesus returns, all those who belong to him, living and dead, will be transformed physically and taken up to meet him in the air. From here, some will say those believers will then immediately accompany him back to earth, where they will join in the destruction of evil and establish his kingdom. But there's a newish got popular a couple hundred years ago. Got really popular about 50 years ago. Teachings that say when they meet him, he will take them away from earth for a period of time. How long varies, and they will all come back later for the final battle. Ah, okay. If early church leaders didn't teach this, or if these ideas are fairly new, isn't this considered innovation? The good Lord did not see fit to leave us a systematic theology text. We continue to mine the scriptures and sometimes come up with new understandings. Sometimes they have merit, sometimes not so much. Okay. So that's it. So I thought it was when Jesus returns, but I guess it's more of just Jesus returns to fight evil, I guess, from what I get from these both.
Obviously, it's not real, but the video does a great job at making you feel uneasy and a little spooked. If the end of times were to actually happen though, and it looks a lot like this, then at least we can say we saw it beforehand. A photo of the moon was taken in Brazil on April 3rd.
Oh, I've seen this video.
The photo is pretty spooky,
Or a photo.
as it looks very much like a menacing face. However, as if that wasn't creepy enough, someone commented that the face looks very similar to that of the one in this portrait, a portrait of the fallen angel, aka Lucifer. Doubtless, the resemblance is very uncanny. In Chihuahua, Mexico, there's a bridal shop that many tourists visit. It's not that the store has amazing dresses or phenomenal customer service, not that it doesn't have either, but rather because the store has a mannequin on display that looks way too real to be fake. Many think that the mannequin is in fact an actual body that was preserved by the store owner, well actually the previous store owner. According to legend, Pascuala Esparza, the previous store owner, had a daughter who was soon to be wed. However, on the day of her wedding, she was bitten by a black widow and passed away that same day.
Ooh.
Days after this incident, Mrs. Esparza put a mannequin out on display that looked very similar to her daughter. In fact, way too similar. People put two and two together and concluded that it was Esparza's daughter that was out on display and not some mannequin. Although there might be evidence to prove this is otherwise, here's a photo of the hands on this mannequin that look way too real to be fake. As always, what are your thoughts?
That's crazy. I really did not need to know
Thanks
about
for
the
watching,
spider.
and I hope to see you in the next one.
I really didn't need to know that. I do not like spiders. Next!
Rochelle Bonifaire was home alone, lying in bed next to her dog.
I think I've said this last video. When it comes to animals, kids, or babies, they are the ones that are really hard to not. They're the ones that are really hard to actually not believe in, because for one, kids they're young. Well, kids I guess you could say are a different story. Animals are more of another story, depending on how the animal is treated. If it's definitely faced abuse without us really knowing, which you could be able to tell, it's very hard to make the difference out when you don't have enough context for in the video from them. Like, how's the dog been doing in that household, I guess, in a way you could say. It's really hard to like not think it's not fake when it's an animal, because apparently animals can see stuff that we can't see. And I do believe that. I do believe that to some case. So that's why I believe animals are a lot more harder to explain if they see something that we don't see. As well as babies. Well, babies and kids, their mind. So I think they're hyperactive in a way, I think, from what it said, but I don't know.
Then
As well
noticed
as
that
police
Oz,
footage, I
her
said that
dog,
last video
was
too.
shaking, which according to Rachel can mean one of two things. He's in trouble, or he's scared. Oz wasn't in trouble, so he had to be scared.
Scared
But
of
what could possibly be scaring Oz so badly to the
That's what I said. That's what I
point where
said.
it's causing him to shake? The video she took might explain his behavior.
Buddy, are you okay? Calm down. Shh. Is that Kate? Buddy, what's wrong?
Is that the door?
What are your thoughts on this? Here's a clip of a toy lamp placed on a fridge. Pay close attention to its head, or you'll miss it.
It's very subtle, but you can see it moving.
Eddie Monster lives in a room above someone else's house. It came to his attention that the room he's renting is above what appears to be another room, as there's a window below his. The odd thing about this supposed room, though, is that according to his neighbor downstairs, it doesn't lead anywhere. They don't have access to this room, and neither does Eddie. However, it wasn't until weeks later that Eddie discovered a way of accessing this room through his kitchen sink. Below his sink, there's a small crevice that leads to this room. Eddie then decides to go inside and explore this mysterious room. However, feeling uneasy, he wasn't able to explore the whole space. But it's probably best that Eddie didn't do so, since his neighbor claims that sometimes he sees what appears to be someone standing by the window. Who knows what Eddie could have encountered had he gone any further. As always,
It
what
is
are your
creepy.
thoughts on this? Lori was in the bathroom when she heard a strange ringing noise coming from nowhere. Here's what she recorded.
Do you ever hear that? Do you ever hear that?
This really spooked her, but
That
as
is
if
weird.
things couldn't get any more creepy, she recorded this. But the creepiest part about this is the fact that she responded back to this whisper.
I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's coming from.
It wasn't until watching the video that she realized what
Coming from.
whisper. The fact that she responded back to this whisper.
That seems too fast to say where's it coming from.
I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's
Oh,
coming
wait.
Responded back to this whisper.
That's why. It's because there's two different.
Fact that she responded back to this whisper.
Oh my god! It sounds like there's two different audios you could hear. It's like you could hear the or whatever that is, but you could also suddenly hear where is it coming from. I thought it was one of the same audio. I didn't realize there's like two different noises, distinct noises in the background.
Fact that she responded back to this whisper.
I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's coming from.
That's weird.
It wasn't until watching the video that she realized what she did. Someone made a cake and it came out looking like this.
Bro.
If that's not terrifying, then I don't know what is. If anything, this definitely takes the cake for being the most creepy. Footage of paranormal activity.
What do you say?
This definitely takes the cake for being the most creepy.
I'm sorry.
Footage of paranormal activity was captured on camera.
Oh my god.
The camera points at a spot at which, according to the person who recorded this, unusual activity occurs. Have a look at the footage. It's pretty creepy.
Okay. Show me what you got. This better not be. Okay, good. It's not one of those cameras that moves on motion. Oh, is that like a sink on water on somewhere? We got some coffee right here. A drawer right here that open and close. What is that? I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. Holy.
Let me know what you think. This next video features someone who was working
That was it? Okay, it's a little weird.
on their laptop
I guess that's all I'm
when
gonna
all of
say.
a sudden the screen freezes and starts playing this sound.
She is creeped the fudge out right now. Expression just says, what the F is that? That's a little weird. That's like really weird.
Most people think that she might have been hacked, as it sounds like someone breathing heavily on the other end. If that's so, then it's probably a good idea to cover up the camera. The last thing I'm sure she would want is someone stalking her.
Joke's on them. I don't have a web camera.
Someone found a mysterious file on their phone. They had no idea where it came from. They tried opening the file, but couldn't, as the file was in a format that couldn't be opened. They then decided to convert the file using an online converter. The conversion was a success. It converted the file into an MP3 format. However, doing this was a mistake, for the audio they heard in this file has left them feeling unnerved. Here's what they heard.
I'm muting that. I'm not listening to that. They probably could be chanting or something. Nope.
Thalassophobia is a certain type of phobia that involves an intense fear of deep bodies of water. The reason as to why people have such a fear is not because of the water itself, but rather what lurks beneath it. And there's no better way to illustrate this than with the following video.
Damn.
Sleep recording apps, although helpful, can be pretty terrifying. Sometimes you end up with a recording that consists of you snoring throughout the entirety of the video. But there are times in which you might record something that isn't just you snoring, but something else. Something really creepy. Here's what someone recorded on their sleep recording app.
That's creepy.
The Amazon rainforest is
You know,
definitely one.
I've done that before. I put up recordings of myself to sleep because I watched some of these videos when I was a kid. I was like, ooh, I wonder if I'll catch something. So I put recording. And I don't think I ever got anything. I mean, the weirdest thing I've ever heard was just like noises inside of the house somewhere during the time my dad was at work. Although at the time of that, I wasn't really like a kid, but you know what I mean.
One of those places I plan on visiting before I kick the bucket. However, it's videos like these that make me reconsider the thought of going to such a place. A man is recording his surroundings when all of a sudden, after pointing the camera to himself, he records this.
I remember this video. This video was fake. I've seen this video. I heard this video was fake. I've heard it was faked. I don't know if it's true, but I heard it was faked.
While being away from home, Ben Tennyson had set up a camera in his room. The reason as to why he set one up in the first place isn't clear, but after watching this video,
This right
Ben
here
had more than
creeps
enough
me out.
reason to record his room.
Ben 10.
It's probably in his best interest to get rid of the whole place. I'm sure no one would want to stay inside after seeing this. While being home alone, someone recorded the following. Hopefully it's not someone pretending to be a cat. But if it actually turns out to be a cat, then at least this video ends on a good note. I'm sure there's some people
Skinwalker. Who knows? Maybe they do own a cat and they're just trying to make a video that hopefully get. Or, oh my god, what am I saying? Maybe they're just trying to get clicks out of it, something like that. If it is true though, that's weird. Maybe a cat could have broken in. My cat tends to freaking scratch the hell out of the oh god, the little fence thing or whatever, the thing that is when you open your screen door, when you open your door and the screen, oh god, what is it called? Oh my god, what is it called? Why did I put 9? It's DOOR, not D99R. Why? Oh my god, I hate this. Why are you doing this to me? Why do you hate me so much? I don't know what it's called, but it's a window screen door or something like that. It's what goes after your it's what goes after your
out there that would be happy
your window, if you know what I mean.
to get a free pet. But what do you think? What would you do if you heard this in your own home, assuming you don't have a cat?
Well, lucky for me, my area is just one big room. So if I heard that and I didn't have a cat, I'm checking my cameras, alright? I have a camera inside the house, so I could just check it, see what's out there. If I see something weird that's not supposed to be there, if I see a cat, I'm gonna pick it up and throw it outside the house. Don't worry, I won't forcefully throw it. I'll set it down because there's a chance it could be just a real cat.
cat? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching.
No,
and
the
I hope to
video's
see you in the
over.
next one. Until next time.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a screenshot real quick.
Rochelle.
I know what I want. I know what I want. I know what I want.
In the following
Okay, where is it? I'm definitely doing this one right here. Ma'am, you mind moving for me? I want one with just a video, not for... Oh, you know what? I could do this one right here. This one would be good for a thumbnail. Why am I recording me getting a thumbnail? All right, I'm going. I'll see you guys later. Peace.